I'm Dr. Kim Falinski. I'm a coastal and estuarine scientist for Hawaii's marine program. Our program is focused on making sure that corals stay healthy in the face of climate change, and so we're looking to reduce as many stressors as possible. So our technology needs are to identify erosion hotspots and other types of problems that might come from land and end up in the ocean, so water quality problems. The tech we're using is big-scale remote sensing to try to come up with these models that would help us predict where we can protect most. We don't have enough money to protect everywhere, so we need to identify these hotspots. In order to figure out where these local stressors are coming from, we're using hydrologic models on a statewide scale, which is quite big, to figure out where those sediment is coming from on the landscape that would affect our coral reefs. Some of the challenges we're facing in our program is to try to match the scale of the problem to the scale of the solution. So if we want to understand where the vegetation is changing, where the rainfall is changing, and where our coral reef is changing, we need to have so much data to be able to see that across a statewide scale. Most of our storm events are short, right? We have very short time event in a long series of drought or a long series. And so to be able to figure out how our reef is changing with these events and how our management practices are affecting that system, we need to have more resolution, and that takes computer power, which we just don't have right now. My pie-in-the-sky technology would be to have better remote sensing imagery to see how vegetation is changing with the stressors that matter to us. So fire, deer, drought, at a resolution that matters so that we can manage those places particularly that count, so that we can move our dollars into conservation into a place that will make the most impact in the shortest amount of time. One of the biggest challenges we have for innovation is that we need to take care of our place first and then use technology second. So it's important for us to first do the work on the landscape and then use the technology to best do that work. I would want technologists to know that in conservation we work on a rolling way. So we're not, when we institute a management practice, the management practice has to take precedence, right? We have to keep taking out our invasives. We have to keep working on fire control. And so the system isn't so clean. You're going to look at an image and then a month later it might be different. And so kind of that making sure that we have the right match for space and time and then we can make it as an iterative process and have iterative data coming in is really important for us to be able to be nimble and to be able to best protect our environment.